everybody. Happy Monday, the 19th of August. Alwyn Jennings here, coming in with your energies of the week from today, the 19th of August, until Sunday, the 25th of August. I hope you're all well. I haven't been here for a couple of weeks, been away on my holidays, but hopefully you've enjoyed choosing some cards instead. So I hope you're well. Oh, it's a big energy week this week. That's your warning. Mainly because we have this amazing super full moon in Aquarius today. Sort of today, tomorrow, depending on where you are in the world. It's got a huge hard-hitting energy. Aquarius is all about being bold and being authentic, and standing out and not giving a monkeys about what anybody else thinks. And if you think about everything that's been going on over the last few months, it's kind of where we've been leading to for a while now. And Kirsty Gallagher calls it the moon that's going to shake you awake. So it's a big one, and it does affect, most of this week, if I'm honest. Also, we're still in Mercury retrograde, so there's this real sort of push feeling, or push-pull feeling, because Mercury, when Mercury is in retrograde, it wants us to review, it wants us to reflect, it wants us to slow down. But this full moon is saying, go for it. It's a blue full moon, so just thinking of the colour blue. It's interesting, I wore blue today and I didn't even think about the fact it was a blue full moon. How do you feel about blue? Does it calm you down? Does it get you going a bit like electric blue might? That sort of thing. Just tuning in to how you feel about that colour, because that's important as well. So yeah, I'm really, as always with all full moons, really letting go of what you don't need to hold on to and what you don't need to worry about. What is it you can let go of this time? You may also be feeling quite emotional. All full moons are quite emotional. They bring our emotions to the surface. But there's this because there's other things going on in the skies with other planets, there's this real feeling of, lack versus abundance, pessimism versus optimism, the chance for growth versus stagnation. So there's a lot going on, and I can feel it as I'm talking. There's a lot like, which way are you heading? And the advice really is just to sit in all of that, just to allow the emotions to run through you and just see where you're feeling it. Interesting, this week, sometimes I do this, but this week I definitely did it, and that was, I just pulled a couple of cards from the Light Seers Oracle deck. I think I posted that last week when I was away. Just showing you this card first. So the sun coming in here. So the sun's a major card in the tarot deck, as you know. The sun is a beautiful card, and it's just, you shining brightly as you can. Interestingly, it's 19. It is the 19th today, but numerologically that's also breaks down to 1, which is about being the leader in your own life. How can you shine? But this is asking you to shine as you are, all of you, not hiding some parts that you don't like, which I know we can all be guilty of sometimes. So this is really inviting you to shine. And then interestingly, the other card that came out was the Three of Cups, but it was upside down. I don't always worry about reverse cards, but this felt like it needed to be upside down. So this is all about community and friendships and groups and, things that you're involved in, community. So, which is all usually very positive, but because it was reversed, it's asking you to see where you fit in now in those groups and friendships, and if they're not working, it's all right to leave them. And are you dimming yourself down in those groups and friendships? Are you not being, where is it you're not being fully you? Because if you don't feel relaxed enough to be fully you, they're probably not the right places to be. And that really fits in with this kind of this sun card. And that's what Aquarius is saying. Aquarius is, as I say, it's all the Aquarian people I know in my life are just amazing. They just, they say how they feel. They, on the whole anyway, they don't mind standing out from the crowd. And that's what Aquarius wants you to do. It's a very empathetic moon. It's very, like, really pulling you to be your authentic self. So it is about you embracing all of you, being who you are, saying what you feel, obviously kindly if you can. But there's something bigger coming through here, so I'm just going to bring in my guides like I usually do, to see if they've got anything to add to this. Okay. Right, yes. So we've already discussed things with Olwen, and she's already described the major event this week, which is this full moon, which is kind of really, it's because it's a super full moon as well, it will be extra strong, if you like. So just notice how you're feeling. As Olwen said, there's this push-pull energy, opposite feelings almost, opposing feelings, we should say. So you might feel a little bit mixed up, a bit stirred up. What have your dreams been like, for example? What are you being shown at the moment? What isn't working? That sort of thing. We almost feel as if some of you are in a bit of a spin cycle in the washing machine, right? But it's all for your highest good, because you need to, release what isn't you anymore. Because this is the truth, right? You need to show up entirely as you. Otherwise, people can't respond to the whole of you. They're only responding to the parts that you're showing. And of course, if you can't accept all of you, then you can't expect anybody else to either, right? So this year has been leading up, we feel, really, to this. It's difficult. There is Mercury, as Alvin said, in retrograde, and there's other things going on, of course. And retrograde is all about reviewing, reflecting, and slowing down. But maybe that's to give you this opportunity to really sit in this today and tomorrow. Not to be all sad and upset or confused, but to really just feel how you're feeling. Seeing maybe journaling about where you're feeling confused, or where you're feeling the need to hold yourself back. So this then leads into this communities piece, which was the card really that Alwyn pulled, is where are you in that? You are not less than anyone, let's be clear. So where you're feeling less than anyone, is that because you're not showing yourself truly? Or is that because you're just not with the right people? And maybe you're not with the right people if you're feeling that you can't show all of you, if that makes sense. So that's coming up for consideration, most definitely this week. Also, the Aquarius moon's asking you to be bold. Where is it you can work that little bit harder? And we know we don't always like to call things work, but to get somewhere, action has to be taken, right? So where can you be bolder? Where is it you really want to be? You know in your heart where you really want to be. Now it's time to actually do something about it if you haven't already. Yeah. So, and you might not know all the answers, and that's all right. Just really follow the breadcrumbs and trust your guidance, trust your intuition, trust your guides, trust the moon. Really allow yourself to be bathed in this, even if it is uncomfortable, which it might be. Okay, all the astrologers are calling this a standout event astrologically, so it is. All right. We also know this can be tiring, so if you're feeling tired, don't be frightened to rest. Ground your energies as much as possible, of course, as always. We think we've already said, take notice of your dreams. And just allow yourself this time to really honor who you are, you, the miracle that you are already. And, you know, things only get better if you allow them to. All right. So we'll leave you with that thought and we will be back next week. Okay, so hopefully that made sense. So just, it does sound like it is going to be a challenging week. So just know that and look after yourselves as much as possible. And you know, this means that it's an excellent week for the Angel Cafe, which you've probably noticed on other people's feeds. If you follow me, you probably follow some other spiritual leaders as well. And the wonderful Aisling Mooney is once again hosting the Angel Cafe, which is totally free. It starts tomorrow, I think, the 20th, up until the 22nd. There's 44 plus speakers and healers over those days. So I'm going to put some information above this video, but I'm also going to post a bit later about it as well. Do come along, all right, because it's a transformational few days. It's totally free. There is a charity which is being supported, and of course donations would be welcome. But as we've said, as I've already said, it was totally free. So do come. Yeah. And there'll be, you know, once you've joined the group and signed up and everything, the replays will be available as well. Okay. So I'm speaking, forgot to mention what I'm doing. I'm speaking on Thursday, the 22nd at 2 p.m, all the twos. And I'm going to be talking about how to get through divorce in a different way, how to turn it into a transformational period of your life. So if you know anyone going through divorce or considering divorce, or maybe they've been through it and they've still got some healing to do, then let them know that I'm on and it's free on the 22nd of August, and they could join, couldn't they, all the other speakers as well, and receive other types of healing too. I'll be talking about how we can use energetic tools to get through this period in life, and there'll be a visualization. And even if you're not going through divorce or it's not applicable to you, it will still be of benefit. Okay, so I hope to see you there.